Yourself!
Hey guys, welcome back to Axial GT. Today we'll look at Serious Sam 4 and everything we know about this iteration in addition to the series. Serious Sam has always held a special spot in my games library ever since the early 2000s and the release of Serious Sam The First Encounter, which was off to an excellent start to the series, especially since the game actually started its life as a demo to show off the game engine made by Crow Team. Licensing game engines is not cheap, so the devs at Crow Team decided to create their own, drawing inspiration from games like Doom, and as time went along, adding in feature sets from other games in the FPS space, mainly Duke Nukem 3D and Quake. I've always enjoyed the Serious Sam series. It was and is a great series just to jump in to start running and gunning. A simple premise: shoot everything that moves. And you can't forget the epic and funny one-liners spouted off by Sam Stone.
It ain't the size that matters, it's how you use it. Now that's a lot of bull.
I guess that just really appeals to my nature and sense of humor. While not a lot of info has been dropped for the game, there are a few things we know. So let's get the show on the road. But don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of future Axial GT content. Well, the first thing we need to get out of the way is the release date. While we were originally expecting Serious Sam 4 Planet Badass to drop in August, the devs at Crow Team decided to push the game back to September 24th to be exact. Man, I tell you what, 2020 will go down in history as the year of delays. But anyway, the team stated that this is the quote, 100% not going to change date, and they released a small trailer to drive that point home. Now we come to the sad portion of the video. It's not called Serious Sam 4 Planet Badass anymore. For a series known for adrenaline and testosterone-filled over-the-top mayhem, I thought Planet Badass was an excellent addition to the title, but alas, it was not to be. They dropped the Planet Badass portion and is now just known as Serious Sam 4. While many rumors swirled around as to why the name change, one of note was an overzealous fan hated the name and spammed the Serious Sam Discord server with an image of Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford wearing badass sunglasses, which I highly doubt, but you know how rumors are. There have been rumors of me dressing up as a girl in one of my earlier videos to show off my weird sense of humor, but I guess we just need to take all rumors with a pinch of salt, or maybe a truckload. Anywho, but it has been stated that with Serious Sam 4 being translated into multiple languages, Badass doesn't translate very well, but the devs at Crow Team said they changed it for practical purposes. I guess we'll just have to take their word for it. Next up, which will be number 3 for those who are counting, Serious Sam 4 No Badass is not a sequel, it's a prequel. It takes place before the events of Serious Sam 3, where Mental's hordes have the world under siege. It is up to Sam Stone and his entourage of commandos to fight and take back our home world. As to who you will be fighting, it has been said that most of all the enemies from Serious Sam The First Encounter will make an appearance, and the enemies from the third installment will be there as well. Even enemies from the VR edition have a go at our heroes. Besides a graphical uplift that would be expected, some enemies have been redesigned, and there are over 30 types of monstrosities for us to eviscerate. Oh, and yes, the staple of the most famous of these, the Headless Kamikaze, will be there, with a multitude of variants. And what will we be using to end our foes? A plethora of Deathbringers. Yes, the shotgun and minigun make their return, plus a lot of other weapons that have become staples of the Serious Sam series. We'll also have vehicles to speed up our carnage, ATVs, motorcycles, even a mech to eliminate Mental's hordes. The gameplay is said to mimic the gameplay of the previous installments, but with much larger map sizes. The larger scale environments is said to offer more side quests and secrets to find, plus the horde sent to hunt you down will be larger as well. As for the game modes we are privy to, Serious Sam 4 will of course have your solo gameplay, a nice way to unwinding after a hard day of work, but will also feature co-op, so you and up to 3 of your friends can enjoy the carnage and mayhem together. Just as the old saying goes, you can tell a good friend from a bad one. A bad one will leave you hanging when you're arrested. A good one will be in the cell with you. Serious Sam has always been fun with friends, but sadly, at least at launch, the 16-player co-op won't be available, and the multiplayer will return, but not at launch. They will come in survival modes in the near future as a patch or a post-launch update. Serious Sam 4 has had a lengthy development cycle and began its life and journey in June of 2013, which seems like a lifetime. I've been following the development of it, but with all that's going on in the world, I had actually forgot about this game. But I will be excited to play and fight off the hordes again, and bring back a few memories of my youth. Oh, and we can't forget the one-liners.
They better not crap in my yard. They'll be coming from the starboard bow. Fire them cannons and swab the poop deck.
makes all that carnage worthwhile. As for the system specs to run the game, we really don't even know. The devs have said it may be a week or two before launch before they even announce them, which I think is mindless. Why devs wait till the last minute to release the system specs, I've always found to be strange. While I never promote or recommend people pre-order games, I know people do, and that's the number one thing people want to know. Can they run it? There's no telling how many pre-orders companies lose because they wait till the last minute to give the specs. My best educated guess would be if your system can handle Doom Eternal, you should be more than fine with Serious Sam 4. And yes, I know different engines, but the Serious Sam series has always scaled really well, from the low-end PC to the high-end, so I really don't think this will change with the new iteration of Serious Sam. But that in a nutshell is what we know. Not a lot of information, but I tried to compile it all in one place. I am looking forward to playing Serious Sam again. I've always found the Sam series to be a great way to blow off some steam with its simple high-octane action. So what do you guys think? Who here has played Serious Sam or enjoyed playing Serious Sam games? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of when I upload. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. And links to social media and Discord are in the description below. And until next time, my friends, I'm out of here. You all have a good one.